Entering settings screen, you have 18 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Menu narration option is set to off.
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound it surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest, no. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on.
First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. Get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check. Check hot route. Hot.
Bridgewater on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. He gets it to Thomas. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. His throw incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater, and he hits his tight end, Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 20-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And brings up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
All day, dog.
Darnold now to throw. Dancing to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Pull together. Mike 56. Mike 56. Team 6. Team 6.
Out of the shotgun. Here's Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Saints nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
So let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
A first down throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
56, Mike, 56. Watch the man, 80. 56, Mike, 56.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Good job, dude. Good
Well, we
job,
saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 50, it's Darnold. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this is Cook with a grab. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Saints' 38-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Darnold steps away to his left. He's got his man. This is Jackson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Darnold, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater going, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 46 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd and 7, Darnold. That'll be complete to Cook. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flush to his right, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the run. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 80. Don't get nervous, man.
Darnold from the gun. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. It's hauled in by Doxson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Back to throw, Darnold. Buying time to his left. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you take a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll go down at the 28. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, that's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7.
Darnold now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the 13-yard line.
Bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
This is complete to Michael Thomas. The 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50. Go. Check 56.
To throw is Darnold. And Diggs has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 29, Darnold. It's caught, Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Darnold now, pretty remarkable. 14 of 15 through the air, only 1 incompletion. And another 1st and 10 here. A give to Cook out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 47-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On second down, Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Go sign. The mic, boy, 47. Check, 47. Watch the run, watch the run.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Back.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal.
Get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Hey, nice 7. 56, Mike, 56. 65.
He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Kamara And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They run it again with Kamara. And some room to work. Trotted, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Off of play action, Darnold. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mike 56, Mike. Hey, exit. Let's go deep, tighten up.
On second and 10, Darnold forced out to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
I'm going back to you.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold, escaping the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A first down throw, Darnold. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 4. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On the ground, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Keith Kirkwood, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offense.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Alex Anzalone, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Darnold. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
They're right with
a breakaway for Michael Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. 75 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Darnold on first down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need two of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on second down. Darnold over the middle here to Rudolph. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Flushed out right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. On second down, it's Cook. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Darnold. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. You decide to throw the football.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
On the ground, this is Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Check back. 3rd and 7.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New Orleans.
one up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie.